so that even if everybody else is falling sick, you're not falling sick. Let's talk about how to boost your immune system with food. Let's get right into it. I'm Adaeze Fèyísayò. I am a trained reproductive naturopathic wellness consultant, and I guide you to connect to healing, reproductive healing, emotional fulfillment, beauty, ease, activate your creativity, and build wealth. What's our immune system? So our immune system, think of our immune system as our defense system, and basically it's a network of white blood cells, proteins, organs like our skin and our spleen, and just so many things. Is so incredible, and they basically need you, especially the immune cells in this system, right? This network of systems. So the white blood cells, the proteins, the organs and whatnot, the chemicals, they need you to nourish them, and there are specific nutrients they need. Okay, well, we're gonna get into that, but basically let's just talk briefly about the immune system, right? So your immune system, I've talked about what it's a network. I've talked about what it does. Specifically, their job is to detect when there are foreign cells in our body that are not meant to be there, that are not supposed to be there. Like, what are you doing here? They are the people to ask those cells that question. Then they are going to make sure they kick them out and of course promote our body's healing where those cells have caused damage. And here's even the best part: they note who came visiting, who that weird intruder was, and then they create antibodies so that next time if that same intruder comes, they can just pick up their arms and deal with them accordingly. Isn't that really incredible? So usually on a daily basis, that's what a healthy immune system would do. But of course, if you have a weak immune system, meaning it's not doing everything I just said, or you might even have one that does too much work, so it's overactive, right? And overactive, it sees intruders and invaders or disease-causing pathogens, germs, bacteria, fungi, free radical cells, which I'm always talking about when I talk about Connecther. The Connecther anti-aging skincare products, that they protect you against free radicals. So these are cells that their atoms are not stable. They come into the body through pollution, certain chemicals we expose our body to, certain foods, and they can cause damage, leading to, like, if they stay long, cancer and things like that. Also cancer causing cells. But we want to say a huge thank you to the immune system for fighting all of them off. And what is the best way to say thank you to someone? So I used to say food is with food. So let's talk about what you need to eat to boost your immune system naturally, so that even if everybody else is falling sick, you're not falling sick. This specific guide is great because we focus on reproductive wellness as one of the tools for self-regulation, creativity, and of course wealth creation for women on this channel. So this particular guide is going to support you if you're in your perimenopause phase, or if you're just experiencing menopause or menopausal hormonal imbalance. Also, if you're experiencing painful periods of heavy menstruation, you're gonna love this guide because everything your body needs, you're gonna be eating it. So let's get right into this guide. First is you need to eat vitamin C rich meals. Now you're probably wondering, like, why vitamin C rich meals? The body doesn't produce vitamin C, yet it needs it. It's one of the body's and cells' key building block, right? It needs it, especially for protection against disease-causing pathogens. That is why our body needs vitamin C, and that's why vitamin C is so important. So you see statements like, always have eat an orange or an apple a day. You need vitamin C. So vitamin C rich fruits, like, say I've said an orange, grapefruit, also things like fruits like bananas, fruit like pawpaw, what people call papaya, and also avocado, right? So we need fruits like that, berries, all forms of berry, because of the glutathione. I probably have butchered that, but I would write it on the screen. Exactly. So let's move on from that. You need to eat nuts. You need to eat nuts like cashew nuts, walnuts, almonds. You need to also incorporate certain seeds into seed cycling, right? I talk about that in the Niger Cycle Syncing Guide. seed cycling. You need to incorporate certain seeds into your meals. So black seeds is the seed of life, called for a reason. We have a whole letter on the Connecther to Healing Substack that goes in depth into the health benefits of black seeds for your reproductive health. I mean, it has a plethora of like health benefits. Why do we need those seeds and why do we need those nuts? It's because they're rich in zinc, right? And zinc is one of the key nutrients that our immune cells need for signaling. Basically, think of it like I said, our frontline defenders, their communication pathways, basically their communication. You want to nourish that. And remember the health benefits of zinc, especially for our menstrual cycle and for hormonal balance. Because what are hormones? Hormones are messengers, right? Think of it that way. Hormones are messengers, and zinc also supports them with that, doing their work. Now, we also, those seeds and those nuts that I highlighted, they all are rich in healthy fats that the body needs. And you can also eat them in addition to omega-3 fatty acid rich fishes like Titus, that's like a famous Nigerian fish we eat here, and also salmon, right? So those are great sources. Another thing is you can also eat eggs. Eggs are great, right? And you need vitamin D. This is not even a joke. So this is outside like sunbathing in the morning to get vitamin D. You actually need it in your food per se. Why? Because it supports your immune cells, their functioning and their development. You find it in also things that I've mentioned, the foods and the fruits and the nuts and the spices that I've mentioned, and also you would get them in certain other spices like ginger, garlic, cloves, turmeric. Remember, your turmeric has to be activated for you to really get that benefit. I just love the birds. Don't forget you have to eat mindfully, and we have a guide on how to eat mindfully on the Connecther to Healing Substack. Again, why is eating mindfully important? This is so important because it communicates to your parasympathetic nerve of your nervous system that it is time to rest and digest. So you slow down, you savor your food, and we just go through it step by step to make sure that not only are you savoring your food, you're eating in a way where you're full, you're filled, and you're getting the right nutrients. It's a really incredible guide. You'll love it. And last but not least, I also share a homemade and natural immune booster where you put in 8 cloves of garlic into olive oil, between 100 ml olive oil and 200 ml olive oil. You put it in, let it soak up for 24 hours, and then you can take 2 tablespoons of that infused olive oil daily. Make sure you do not let water come in contact with the oil. You dish it out in a spoon that's dry, and then you cover the container as quickly as possible. This is a great natural immune booster. All naturopaths know it and use it, and I'm sharing it with you. So you also know that as women, we need what's it called nutritious and nutrient dense meals as we go through our menstrual cycle, as we are kicking off perimenopause, or as we're even going through menopause because of menopausal hormonal balance. And this is why those 3 key vitamins and minerals that I highlighted, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, so that makes it 4, are so vital. And don't forget that all of these seeds and nuts and herbs and spices and fruits that I've mentioned, you need to eat them synced to your menstrual cycle if you still are having a menstrual cycle. And the Niger Cycle Syncing Guide is a great resource for you to do that. And I have an announcement coming later this week about the Adaeze Cycle Syncing Guide, and that I'm excited to share with you, so stay tuned and click the subscribe button to get back to it, because this is a life-changing guide. It has changed my life, my health, and the reproductive health of many incredible women in my community. So get your guide down below in the description box. Now that we've learned how food can support us boost our immune system, you need to keep at the back of your mind, whatever you eat throughout the day, food is fuel and medicine. What I'm eating right now, is it going to fuel me for the activities I have for the rest of the day? And is it going to serve as medicine for my cells? Because what we're giving ourselves is the materials it's going to use to build not only our body, our life, and our genetic legacy for our children, especially as women. So I want you to keep that at the back of the mind. It's not just food, it's not just cravings, it's not just binge eating, it is genetic legacy building. So this is an ongoing series on connecther.substack.com. I put the link in the video description. go and catch up on other parts of the series. This is a guide for you to boost your immune system naturally, and we're covering everything: nutrition, hydration, hygiene, stress management. You don't want to miss out on this series. Bye, gems.